Hello everyone, welcome back to the Genomics Bootcamp and to the series of videos about the most important R commands. If you are interested in genomic analysis or just in general for any type of data modification in R. This time it will be about filtering rows according to specific conditions. As before, we will need the tidyverse and Palmer Penguins packages loaded. The main star of this video is the filter function, which basically allows us to produce a subset of rows according to our wishes. As always, perhaps the first thing to do is to click on the name of the function and press F1. This brings up the help file, which is quite an interesting read. It is quite detailed and you get quite a bit of information from it. I would drive your attention perhaps to two parts of it. The first one is this useful filter functions. So you could actually check out these and get some impression what are the possibilities with the filter function. And the second one is a very extensive examples section. This actually gives very handy examples. So if at any point you would not be sure how the thing is working, then you can call this one up and try out some of these examples, and then you would see right away. Here I prepared also a few examples for you with our favorite penguins dataset, and the first one is basically just filtering out all the penguins that have a body weight more than 3 kilograms or 3,000 grams. We can do this very easily by calling on the penguins dataset and then filtering things out that have the body mass of more than 3,000. And this body mass G here is actually the name of the column we are filtering on. So again, we do not need any quotation mark or anything because a tidyverse package will recognize that this is a column name and act accordingly. So when we run this, we see our first file here with 331 observations and 8 variables. So basically, this many animals or this many penguins fulfill the condition, that is, they are weight more than 3 kilograms. Filtering according to numeric values is not the only possibility. We can also use expressions or character strings to get out what we want. In this case, we try to filter out the Adelie species of penguins from the joint dataset. We run this part with the second, for the second run, and we run into a problem. This problem being that our second dataset does not have any observations, so does not have any rows. Now, because we wanted to filter according to the species name, so we had to put it between double quotation marks, so that was fine. But the other stuff that we did not abide to was the capitalization or the correct use of capital and lowercase letters. Here I would remind you that R is case sensitive, so you have to be careful how you are typing things down. Also, R tends to execute commands if such an execution is possible without huge error messages. In this case, it tried to search for the Adelie species with the lowercase a, did not find any, so basically it printed out an empty dataset. But of course, what we wanted is the Adelie penguins with the capital A. When we rerun this, we see that we have indeed 152 of them. It is also possible to use multiple conditions. So for example, if we want to filter out penguins that have more than 3 kilograms and they are from the Adelie species, of course, we can use this extra symbol here. So basically, this takes both conditions into account simultaneously. And we see our third dataset, which consists of indeed the Adelie species weighing more than 3 kilograms. So thank you very much for your time, and check out also the other videos on the most important R commands for genomic analysis, or if you just want to learn something new about R.